Coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports Report.
If you're a high school football fan, consider this the Highlight Zone's Christmas present to you. Over the last month, we sent out ballots to the area's high school football coaches, asking them to vote on the best players they face this fall. Coaches could not vote for their own players, and then we tallied up the ballots, and the top 15 vote getters, they were named to our first ever WANE-TV Fab 15 team. We invited those players into the studio to talk football and put together this show. Here it is, your inaugural Fab 15.
I'm Jaylin Bennett, Woodland running back, and I'd like to say thanks to the coaches, the fans, and my teammates for a great year, and more importantly, my parents for being my biggest supporters. Merry Christmas to all.
Woodland's all-time leader in rushing yards, Bennett packed a punch on the ground this season. The 6'5" senior racking up 2,320 yards and 19 touchdowns rushing. He also had 10 catches for 132 yards and another score. An all-conference pick, Bennett was also a key member of the Woodland defensive line.
I'm Raju Blackman, a linebacker from Snyder High School. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I also want to give a shout out to Coach Tipman and the entire Snyder coaching staff for a great 4 years, and also to all my brothers in 2014 class. I love y'all.
Raju racked up the stats this season as a senior linebacker for Snyder. Blackman leading the Panthers in tackles with 72 solo stops. He also had 5.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and a fumble recovery. Raju leading Snyder to a 9-3 record, headlining a defense that gave up just 19 points a night.
Hey, this is Donovan Clark from Southside High School, running back and DB. I wanted to thank my fans, my family, and my parents. Also, want to give a shout out to IU football, and want to tell everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Clark is verbally committed to play cornerback at IU, and he's been a jack of all trades for Southside. Defensively, Donovan wound up with 2 interceptions as a senior after snagging 3 as a junior. Offensively, he's racked up 1,793 yards rushing over the past 2 seasons. That's to go along with 20 total touchdowns.
Jari, Dada, Wayne High School, offense and defensive line. I'd like to thank my coaches, my godmom, my goddad, my mother and father, and everybody from the Dub, and wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
A first-team All-SAC pick, Dada anchoring both the offensive and defensive line for Wayne. Defensively, he tallied 55 tackles, 12.5 of those for loss, and forced 4 fumbles. On offense, Dada paved the way for a unit that averaged 26 points a game and even put up 45 against DWENGER. Dada's also a track star who qualified for state in both the shot and the discus last spring.
I'm Mike Fiacable, quarterback, Bishop DWENGER High School. And I would just like to say thank you to all my coaches, teammates, and the fans, especially the Sanctuary, and go Saints.
One of 3 captains for the Saints, Fiacable bounced back beautifully after missing his junior season with a torn ACL. The QB setting a new school record for passing yards in a season with 2,770, also tied a school record with 26 TD passes this year. Fiacable led the Saints to the 4A state title game and finishes 2nd in school history with 4,041 yards passing.
I'm Logan Glaze LEO, offensive lineman. I'd like to thank the fans, coaches, and my family. I'd also like to thank the 4 other senior offensive linemen on a heck of a year.
Most linemen don't get much notice on Friday night, but when you're 6'6", 270 pounds, you kind of stick out. Glaze led a Leo offense that rushed for 2,899 yards and averaged 34 points a night. A team captain as a senior, Logan and the Lions were 30-4 overall the last 3 seasons.
I'm Piercen Harnish, quarterback and linebacker at NORWELL High School. I'd like to say thank you to all my coaches and all my teammates for putting all the hard work and bringing a great season back together.
Only a junior, Harnish was a do-it-all player for the Knights this past season. As the Norwell quarterback, Harnish threw for 1,351 yards with 17 touchdowns. He also ran for 1,354 yards and 15 TDs. At linebacker, he tallied 79.5 total tackles and also returned a kickoff for a touchdown.
Logan Harris, CHURUBUSCO High School, wide receiver and cornerback. Just want to give a big shout out to my coaches and teammates for a good year this year.
By the numbers, no defensive player in the area had a better year than Logan Harris. The CHURUBUSCO senior pacing the area with 9 interceptions from his cornerback position. Harris was also a stud on special teams, returning 2 kickoffs for scores, along with a punt return for a touchdown. As a receiver, he hauled in 3 scores and is a 2-time All-Conference pick.
Well, you've now met about half of the Fab 15, but coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to 7 more of the area's top players. Stay tuned. You're watching WANE-TV, Fort Wayne's sports leader.